Hello Mavericks, this is Imri and welcome to today's market recap. It is Wednesday, March 20th, and it was a Fed day. So we've got lots to talk about. We'll be doing a review of the trading day today, taking a look at the news that came out of today's important FOMC meeting, how the markets have reacted to it, of course. We're going to look at what's been going on in some of the major commodity markets. We'll be doing some technical analysis on the major indices, examining the market's internals, and then concluding by looking at a few potential trade setups. So lots to discuss. Let's get right into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So kicking things off with some broader market analysis. So all the major averages were up today, oil down over 1.5% and gold up 1.22%. The majority of the issues today were advancing. We only had 21% issues declining, and 66% of issues above the 50-period moving average, with only 34% below. So the big news today, of course, is that the Fed held rates, but they reiterated rate cut guidance, and they're really emphasizing the target for having 3 cuts before the end of the year. The markets love that news, and we'll see if the Fed holds true to their word. So they're seeing things clearly in the economic data that supports that conclusion. Now, when we take a look at our price chart of the S&P 500 here, we can see we're still clearly above both moving averages, traded to a new record high today after consolidating sideways for a week and a bit. And we'll see what tomorrow holds. But this market is hot, hot, hot. And the Qs recently, well, today, just reclaimed that 20-period moving average, but haven't traded to a new high yet. So we'll see if the Qs can follow through on the S&P, but it's a fairly good technical bet that they will indeed do so. Now, taking a look at the sector heat map, we can see that really the only sector that didn't do all that well today was healthcare. We did have some stocks here in the utilities sector that were a little bit mixed, and energy for the most part did well, but we can see that XOM and CVX had a little bit of a down day here today. But overall, things obviously looking very green, as you would expect, given those advanced decline ratios. So no secret, we're sticking with a +3 outlook here. Things are just looking extraordinarily bullish for this market. And yes, one day that is going to change, but that day is not today. All right, so taking a look at our first trade here, this is a bullish trade. This is ACWY. Stock's broken out of this little symmetrical triangle or pennant today. Love this kind of setup. It's on decent volume as well. Expect the stock to continue trading higher. Here is, it was tough to find something that I thought was going to look fairly sideways over the next several trading sessions. And I came up with XLU, which is, of course, an ETF, but looks like we're trading here in a relatively tight range between 64.50 and 62.60, 62.70 cents. So long as we're in that range, I'd expect some fairly steady movement in utilities. And of course, as the more interest rate sensitive stuff took off today based on the Fed's guidance, we could see utilities actually just go nowhere, which would be ideal for any kind of neutral trade. And then finally, we have Crown Castle here, below all the moving averages, 20, 50, and 200 on the daily chart, and we're just hanging on to support right now. If we can break below that support line, then I could easily see quite a few dollars lower in this stock. So to wrap things up, the market outlook is pretty simple. Risk on appetite is in full effect and not really showing any signs of slowing down. And like I said, one day that will change, and it will change violently, but that day was not today. As far as economic reports go, we have some unemployment data coming out tomorrow, as well as flash services PMI. And for earnings, we have AMPX, FENC, and ERAS. All right, traders, that's it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.